Hey everyone, welcome to our Team Infinity Coach meeting. My name is Manon, and tonight we're talking about how to get more yeses. So for the past years, I've been always like huge fan of Eric Worre, Grant Cardone, all these people go for no, all these books that always encourage us to go for no. But I've discovered this new lady called Kim Klaver, and this week in Josh's mastermind, we talked about this new book that he's recommending. So write this down: the 100 million offer. And it's actually changing the way I'm seeing things, because what I used to do worked well when I did it, but now everyone's doing it, so we have to find a different way. So now it's about going for yeses and getting more yeses. So we've talked about that a little bit more in the previous meetings, how to really focus on your niche, how to really talk to that person, that size 8 shoe, and how to really narrow down who you're talking to in order to go for the yeses and have people saying yes to you, as opposed to asking everyone and getting no's. You want to be the first one to say no to someone when you know it's not a good fit for them. So we're going to dive into that today. Well, before we get there, I want a quick update. So we're like crushing it. We're working towards elite. We are a team who builds diamonds, and we are so close. Like, everyone's contributing, everyone's getting one step closer. And that's just like the overview of my PSs and 2 people that are in our chat. So keep going, keep offering this opportunity, because we know that this has changed our lives, and now we're going to pay it forward. Okay. So Julie, you're only missing like an emerald on your right. And then Phil's missing an emerald on his left. 2 active coaches right here, preferred customers, and that would make us, and I need another emerald on my right. So that makes us a 5-star team, and that could happen like any day. So keep going, and everyone has a role in here. So Leah, Shalyn, Tracy, Leanne, Anik, Louisa, Valerie, Marie-André, already a diamond. So I know Marie is like almost a 2-star now. So like everyone's contributing to the team, which is just fantastic. So keep going. You have amazing qualities, and know that you are a powerhouse. People deserve to have you in their lives, and you make an impact in their lives. So getting more yeses. First of all, I want to know who wants to make more money. So so let's drop it in the chat. I'll look over here. I'll figure out how to get this done. Say yes, like I want more money. Or if you don't want it, but that's fine. Oui, s'il vous plaît. There we go. Awesome. I want more money. Yes. Okay, cool. So what would be like a stretch goal for yourself this year? Like at the end of this year, what would make you happy? And that would be like your, oh my gosh, I can't believe I earned this much. Janvier. So let's go for stretch goals, because realistic goals, when we reach them, yeah, we feel good, but the stretch goals, they make us go for more, right? For sure. Yes. Can we get numbers, or just write it down? Okay, 250. Awesome. I'll let you think about that. Keep it coming. What do you want at the end of this year? What would make you 40,000? Awesome. Whatever that is, it doesn't matter. Like, it's personal to you. 10,000. Awesome. So look at where you are now. Are you on your way there? And the amount missing is maybe worth investing in a course or something that will bring you closer. So it could be free. It could be a paid course. What are you doing in your business development to get you to that goal? Because you can't do it with the knowledge you have here. You can't, like right now in your mind, you can't do it with what you currently have, because that is where you're at. So our outward success is a reflection of our inward growth. So you have to start working on the inside, but also getting knowledge from other people who have done it before. and then figuring out, taking the puzzles from these people and putting it together for yourself. Okay. So I really encourage you to start watching more business training. There's free stuff, there's paid stuff. But the thing is, if you're not paying for it and you're getting it for free, are you as committed? And that's up to you to decide. But the investment is often a decision to invest time in it as well, right? So the higher ticket will maybe give you more actions that you're going to put in towards your business. So decide what that means for you, and what is that gap? What is the difference between what you're on track to achieve to what you want to achieve, and what should you invest time or money into your business to reach that goal? Okay. No worries, no worries. Yeah, huge. So yeah, that's whatever your goal is, it's your personal goal. So don't be shy to say it. That is personal to you. There's no like right or wrong answer. It is what it is for you. Yeah. Okay, awesome. And one more thing, know that we cannot maintain our business. The maintenance mode does not exist. Okay. Maintenance is going backwards. You can either grow and go forward, or if you do nothing, you for sure go backwards. There's no middle at all. So if you're thinking, I'm fine here, I'm going to maintain, what's actually happening is you're going backwards. So you always have to continue growing, continue moving forward, continue bringing in customers, coaches, or else you're not going to move up. You're for sure going to go backward. It's impossible. Some people quit. You're going to lose income if you are maintaining your business. So you always have to go ahead, and it's worth it, because the way it's structured, when you move ahead, it is exponential. It's not just like a job, you work more hours, you get paid more. It is really exponential, but you have to build your team to get to that, to take advantage of the network marketing model. So we talked about niche. We're going to cover that quickly again tonight. Creating your $100 million offer, urgency and scarcity. Okay. So number one, your niche. What is it? Well, if you talk to everyone, you talk to no one. You have to decide who you are talking to and be very specific. And we have two niches, one for our customers and one for the coaches we want to attract. And how do we define these niches? Our target market is really usually who we used to be before we started Beachbody, before we started to work on ourselves, before we started to. So think about who you were with your health and fitness and talk to that one person. And then when you're attracting coaches, talk to who you were before you said yes as a coach. And we have to talk about two, because we have two services to offer. And often they're not exactly the same. They transition into being that, because you're the same person, but you're going to attract different people at different points in their lives. So really define that. They talk about avatars, they talk about niches, they talk about target market. It's all the same. Talk to one specific person, because you can't talk to everyone. And how do we get yeses? We have to really define it to talk to people who can afford us. If we're talking to people, and this I'm guilty of, and I always want to help, and I was there, and I'm still there often. I want to help everyone, and I want to help people who can't afford it now, but it's not going to get me to where I want to be. And the thing is, it's not doing them a favor, because they're not investing their money into the service to get the results. So if they really want it, they're going to find a way to do it. But out of the people who cannot afford this right now, most of them won't ever. A few will, and that's because they watch you, they know you can, it's possible, but they're going to have to be different than the rest to actually stand out and do the work to get that money, to get themselves started. So, and Josh says it all the time, I'm from that same background. we didn't have much money. He didn't have much money. And for a long time, he tried to serve the people who didn't have money because he's like, yeah, well, I didn't have money, but I made it happen. And then he realized most of his friends never made it happen. So he had to start talking to people who could afford it. And the ones watching who could not, those very few people will actually do the work and watch for a long time, or maybe not, or figure out a way to get the money to join you. So we have to start talking to the right market, people who can afford Shakeology, people who can afford these things. Like we talked in a few meetings ago about, like, if people are buying their shakes at Walmart or Costco, the quality is not the same, but we're not here to convince them that Shakeology is better. We just got to show them with energy that what it does for us, our energy, or how we feel, how it's been beneficial to us, but we're not there to convince. And they're probably not in the space right now to invest that much money in their health. And that's okay. So who can we talk to? Well, we have to call out our market. We have to talk to people who maybe, like in our field, who do buy organic, right? If you're buying organic foods, you probably have enough money to purchase Shakeology. So if you are specific in who you're talking to, you don't have to say, I want this specific type of person who earns this type of amount per week or whatever, but choosing the words to attract these people. Are you someone that likes to eat organic? Are you someone that blah, blah, blah? And as you talk this way, if you are someone that likes to pamper herself and go to the spa, like, you're going to attract people who are spending money on their health and their wellness. Even like Shalyn, you talked a lot about diet pills and things like that. I'm sure that's very expensive. So if you're talking to that specific market, then you know they're spending money on products, right? They're spending money on things that are expensive. They're just looking for something like a quick fix. So changing the mindset, but talking that specific group, you're going to get people who spend money. And I feel weird talking about this. Trust me, it's like out of my comfort zone, because I didn't have money, and we don't want to exclude them, but we want to talk to the group that can afford it, and the people who can't, we love them, and then they're going to be inspired, and they're going to find a way to get that money to join us. But right now, we can't just serve people who cannot fit, right? They're going to find a way. We include everyone, but they have to know that it is an investment. It is, if they invest the money, they're going to get the tools that have helped us, and then invest the time to actually make a change. And that's when it happens, not before. So just keep doing your work, but really focus on serving the people that can afford you, because you are worth that money too. Okay. So your niche, be very specific. And then who are you calling out? Like, what's your offer? What do they get when they join you? And what could you say that they would be like, okay, take all of my money, whatever that may be for you. What are you offering them when they join you? And sometimes we don't think about everything that does come with what we have to offer, not Beachbody, but you. What do you offer? You'll get my one-on-one time. You can, like, say, I have a calendar. You write down everything that they get when they join you. They get a welcome email. That's something that they get. They get your coaching, one-on-one coaching from you, group coaching, access to other women doing the same group or people. Take the time to write down exactly what you offer, so that way when you present it, they have no choice to say, like, this is amazing, this is so worth it, where do I sign up? So start thinking about the words that you want to use to build your $100 million offer. And so that book is a great one. Kim Claver, she's great with words. I would start definitely, and what he does, that guy that I don't even know his name, I just downloaded the book today. He Alex Hormozy, what he does is he gives all his training for free. He only works with people who are like earning $3 million a year or more, and that's what he charges. The rest, all of his content, from what I've seen, he gives it for free. So take advantage of it, right? Invest time. If you can't afford, like Josh would say right now, invest your time into learning what the best are teaching us. Thank you, Marie. And I got it on Audible, and it's actually him reading it. It's really, I like that he talks fast. I don't like, but he talks really fast. So I think I'm going to actually get the physical book and the audio at the same time, because he's like, he gives out a lot of information and he talks really, really fast. So yeah. So what are you offering? Write it down, take time to offer, to write it down, and then start talking to your people, to your niche about your offer. And remember, we're not salespeople. We're here to be advisors. So to figure out what works for somebody, you have to ask questions. We're not there to say like we talked about a few meetings ago, like the kimono, we don't want to open and flash everyone and give all the information. We have to take it slow, like a little hint of what we're doing and show people what we have to offer. But first we have to figure out what are their goals. Ask questions. We're here to solve problems, and our tools solve every problem. So all our packs, like if you're right now promoting the 4-week gut protocol, it doesn't matter what their goals are. That pack solves everything, right? Because everything's included. But you have to be good at asking questions. What are their goals? And we had the yes scripts that I've shared before. So what are your goals? Where are you working towards? How much time do you have per week? And then as you ask questions, they feel like, you know, when you go to the doctor, they ask the triage nurse, they ask you questions to figure out which doctor you should see. This is what's happening. You're asking questions to pair them up with a program that will work for them. And the only way you're going to get good at this is by practicing. So for years, I never met people online. If somebody asked me to call them, I was so awkward. So I love doing it on Messenger because I had time to think and like research or ask questions if I wanted to. So if you're there, it's okay to do it on Messenger. Take your time. You don't feel like you have to answer right away. And then as you get more comfortable or step outside your comfort zone, start practicing with people around you. This weekend, I had a call with a lady who was referred to me by another customer of ours, and she was a surgeon. I didn't find out until the end, but like she still ended up purchasing because I asked questions. It was about her. It was about solving problems that she had and then figuring out what she needed. So it's always about them, never about us. Ask questions, we solve problems. And the yes scripts I've shared before, I will share again in the Facebook group. Third part is urgency. So for example, registrations are now open, now accepting applications. Words like that will create urgency. Enrollment closes on this date. The more you use this, it feels weird in the beginning because it feels like you're going to exclude people and you're going to miss out. But actually, people need this to actually make a decision. That's going to increase your sales if you actually put a timeline. I'm only accepting people until this date. And then you don't, then they can join the wait list. And that's something you have to start saying and repeating over and over and over. And people will start to understand, like, that's the flow, that's the pace, that's her business. And it's like monthly or weekly or bi-weekly, whatever you decide. But have urgency, have an open date, have a close date, and then that's it. You can now join the wait list. And that's why you should have like a Google form or something in your link in your bio so that people can actually join the wait list. And the last part is scarcity. So I have how many spots available. And if you don't have that, people think they can join anytime and always push it till next Monday. And then next Monday rolls around and they're not in yet. And then next Monday or whatever. So you want to say, I have this many spots available, and then it closes and then they join the wait list. Okay. So these are things, if we start saying it, more people will start saying yes. So first niche down, then who are you talking to? Make sure it's somebody that can afford you, somebody that like you can serve, and you can only serve them. You're not doing them a favor if you're taking them in for free. because they don't get the tools. You can coach them, they don't get the tools that have changed your life. So it's all a process. So now you're going to talk to the specific group of people who can join your health and fitness, but also your business. If you're here to build a business and you're here to bring in more income, then it has to be, you can't just do commissions. You can be successful and do commissions, but you're always going to be a salesperson. If you want that passive income, if you want a steady flow of income, if you want kind of like a predictable source of income, it has to go and grow in your team. So you have to make a goal every month. I want this many working coaches on my team. And this is something I've learned with Melanie and Katie. It's not like, oh, well, I don't know how many coaches I'm going to get. It's like, you know, that Success Club is a non-negotiable. Well, this many coaches, whatever you decide, is a non-negotiable per month. You have to set a goal of working coaches per month. That way your business is always going to advance. It can be one, it can be two. And how do you find these people? You have to start talking to them. That niche for the coaches, talk to them about coaching, what it does for you, what it has done for you, and invite them. Okay, always be talking about your health and fitness and your coaching opportunity. Change the words, you don't have to use these words. Kim Claver talks about technobabble. So these would be technobabbles that we understand, nobody else does. Nobody else knows what a challenge group is, right? In the regular world, they don't know what a challenge group is. So how can we be more relatable? How can we use the words that they understand? The coaching opportunity, we can use different words. Or if they really know what it is, but try to use words that a 10-year-old would understand, 13-year-old would understand, so that it's not like Shakeology. What's Shakeology? It's just my shake. And what is like Beachbody on Demand? I don't know. It's like a virtual platform for my workouts. So start using, or I know most of you are already, so no technobabble, just use like regular words that people will understand, because we get so caught up into our own little Beachbody world that we get excited about the trainers, get excited about these things, but nobody else knows what that means. And that brings me to also talking about the super trainers. Sometimes it will sell between like our groups, but it won't talk to people who don't know what Beachbody is. So you're the key, you're the most important part of the puzzle. So talk about what you offer to your people. All right, I want to show you my calendar. So I know right now we're all at different spots in our planning. Did that pop up? Is that the calendar? Do you see it? Okay. So I was only going to do 1 month of 4-week gut protocol because I didn't know if I was going to survive, but I think I will. So after Easter, most people will eat a lot during Easter, right? It would be a great way to re-invite open enrollment for a second group that could be running. So you decide what works best for you, because you're the boss of your own business. But this is what I will be doing. So I'm going to have a 4-week gut protocol that started here. And on the 25th, I will start another prep week, so that the first Monday of May, I can officially start a second group of 4-week gut protocol. I'm not gonna talk about it right now, but I will be sharing my pictures weekly to have people join the journey and say, like, I know maybe you missed the first round, the test group, but we're gonna have another group. So that gives people our followers another like option to join us. Okay, so plan your month according to your goals. Definitely have people join as coaches, and the only way that they will know what coaching is if you talk about it. I will be having a call on the 21st of April, like a coach sneak peek. You're welcome to invite to that. You can have your own as well. And then 4-week gut protocol, again, prep week on the 25th. Any questions? And then Claudia, you're going to sign up as a coach very soon. So in May, you can jump in if you want to, like the 4-week gut protocol, whatever you feel like it is the best program for you to start, then you'll have access to that.
When did you say you were going to do the coach sneak peek?
On the 21st.
21st. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, so coaches is the way to build your passive income that is like a steady flow. And then commissions, it is more like selling. But eventually you want to start to notice like, what are you doing every day that you can make into a system? When people join your challenge group, what can you do to like make it easier on yourself instead of writing a ton of messages to people? How about you have an email, or you can have an email and then have a system to reach out to people on Messenger as well, because they don't always open the emails. But like, start thinking, what am I repeating all the time that it could create systems for and make it easier for me? Or even when you get to a point where you can take 10% of your weekly income to maybe hire an assistant. And if it's an hour a week just to program your bod group, that's totally worth it. So things, I know it can seem like a lot when you first start. It is a lot, but think about systems. What systems can I create to help me out that can then be assigned to somebody that I don't need to do, like scheduling a bod group or scheduling things like that. If you're super busy, if you're earning 150 per week and you pay somebody 1 hour per week, $15, like a minimum wage job, then that gives you an hour of time to reach out to more people. And then that person is already training in order to maybe increase hours and as your income grows. So just planting a seed right now. All right. So your homework every day, do the BAT 80 to 100%, connect, invite, follow up, your business development, Kim Claver, that guy, Alex Hormonzi, I'm not sure how to say it. But pick something that will help you grow and grow your business, right? Because it's not easy. It's very emotional. So you need something for your personal development, but you also need something for your business development. Catch up on the chat. Yeah. It's not, yeah, exactly. For or you get protocol, I think you're, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's coming from me, it's not that bad. Because you get to eat, like, instead of yogurt, I got the coconut yogurt. Instead of like bread, well, I just didn't eat bread, so I got gluten-free panko to put on chicken just for the kids, so that they had like kind of chicken fingers. It's not that bad, honestly, and I was scared to do it, but I do encourage you to give it a try and see. Just because if you learn about the program, then you can coach other people, and some people need that. So as a coach, the first thing you have to do is to coach yourself. First coach yourself and then coach the others. So that's what I've learned as well. I'm taking a life coaching certification, and that's the first thing we do before each call. We have to coach ourselves, and then we go and do the calls. So very important. All right. Questions, comments, worries? Let's take our picture and start thinking about who is your niche and be very, very specific with it. All right. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Awesome. Have a great week. See you next week. Bye.